this is Ken at Capital Advantage Tutoring. It's my job to get you past the SIE exam. So what I'm going to do today is, again, there's not a lot of math on the SIE, but I have a lot of people bugging me about doing the math and bugging me in a loving way. So I decided I'm just going to do what I did for the other one, which is a big SIE math explosion. Literally, I'm just going to do all the problems you could possibly do. We're going to do it over and over and over again until you're literally so bored you have to move on, and it's so stuck in your head that you can do it in your sleep. That's the goal. Remember, we're trying. You don't want to do it till you get it right. You want to do it till you can't get it wrong. So you are so confident going to the exam. Now remember, not heavy on the exam. If you don't want to do this, move on. There's other things you can do, but I do think this math will help you. And what you do is when you get it to the point where you know what you're doing, move on to the next question. We're doing a bunch of different stuff. Let's go, baby. Now, there's a chance you'll have to do ratio, convertible ratio. You shouldn't have to do the whole convertible stuff, but we're going to show you that what's the ratio. The ratio is what you get when you convert the bond, how many shares you get. So again, the ratio is how many shares you get if you convert the bond, and there's two ways to have. Sometimes they give it to you, and sometimes they make you do it. So the formula for getting the ratio, if they don't give you the number of shares, is par divided by the convertible price. You take par, which is 1,000, divided by the convertible price, where they should convert into. So we're going to start with this one. Look at number one, press pause, read it, do it, and then we'll work on it. So a convertible bond has a par value of $1,000 and is convertible into 25 shares of common stock. What is the ratio? They made it very easy for you. Literally, they already gave you the ratio, and they're going to do that. Boom, it's 25. That's how many shares I get if I convert. Again, don't get fooled by it. Sometimes they do it for you. Here we go. Convertible preferred stock with par values of $100 is preferred. It's convertible to 5 shares of common. What's the ratio? Oh, they almost cut me again. Again, the ratio is $5. Oh, they're tricking us. They're tricking us. Here we go. A bond with a par value of 1,000 is convertible. And I'm going to go quick because there's a lot of questions on here. Okay. A bond with a par value of $1,000 is convertible to common stock at a conversion price of 50. What's the ratio? You'd have to do the math now. Handy dandy calculator. I'm going to do 1,000 divided by 50, right? Do it. 1,000 divided by 50, that gives us 20. That's our ratio. We turn it to 20 shares of common. Boom, on to the next one. Here we go. A convertible preferred stock with a par value of 100. Pay attention to that. The good thing is, even if it's a bond or a preferred, it's the same kind of like numbers, right? So it's the same big numbers that we're doing. So it's going to work out to 100 or 1,000. You'll get the same number, maybe a 0 too. So here's preferred. You do 100 divided by 25, that equals 4. So that means we're getting 4 shares for every bond we convert. On, B, moving on. A bond with a convertible par value of 1,000 is convertible to common stock at a conversion price of 40. We do 1,000 divided by 40. Again, muscle memory, 1,000 divided by 40 is 25. Use your calculator, press pause. We're just hammering through this shit. Don't get this shit wrong. A convertible preferred stock with a par value of 50. Look at that. That's a tricky one. Make sure then you go back. Oh, we're good. Okay. Convertible with a par value of 50 into a conversion price of 10. So we do the same thing. We do 50. Let's bring out the calculator. 50 divided by 10 was 5. That means we get 5 shares for every bond we convert. Pay attention. If they give you a different par value, you got to use that par value they give you. A bond with a par value of 1,000 is convertible to 50 shares of common. Ooh, they almost tricked us again. They give us the shares. They did the math for us. It's easy. It's A because it's 50 shares. Onward and upward. A convertible preferred stock with a par value of $100 is convertible to common at a conversion price of 20. 100 divided by 20 is 5. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. If you're getting bored of this, move on to the next one. Here's what you do. If you're getting bored, do 2 more. Whenever you feel yourself getting bored, move on, do 2 more, and then move on to a bond with a par value of 1,000 is convertible to common stock at a conversion ratio of 100. 1,000 divided by 100 is 10. 10 times 100 is 1,000. We're moving on. We're going to get 140 more pages of this shit. Okay, here we go. Number 10, a convertible preferred stock with a par value of 100 is convertible to 2 shares. What is the conversion price? Interesting. Look at that, what they're asking. They're asking the conversion price this time. So the conversion price is going to be, well, you just do the opposite, right? It's going to be 100 divided by 2 is going to be the conversion price. So if they want, remember, because if you do par divided by the price, you get the ratio. So if I give you the ratio, a par divided by the ratio should give you the price. Tricky question. So here the question is 100 divided by 2 is $50. There we go. I should slow down. A par bond with a par value of $1,000 is convertible into common stock at a conversion price of 25. What is a conversion ratio? 1,000 divided by 25 is 40. And remember, guys, pause after you pops on so you can answer it. And then here I would go. I'm not wasting time on this shit. A convertible preferred with a par value of 200, never heard of that, is convertible to common stock at 50. So what we're going to do 200. That's your number. 200 divided by 50 is 4. That means our ratio is 4. So just remember, it's par divided by the convertible price. I'm not sure if I'd stop the recording out, so I'm going to redo some of these. A bond with a par value of 1,000 is convertible to 10 shares common. Okay, so I do 100 divided by 10. That gives me 100. So it's the conversion price. Really, just know that you're doing this shit. So they gave you the shares. You have to figure out the price. Boom, 1,000 divided by 10 is the conversion price. If they ask what the ratio is, then it'll be 10. It's easy stuff. 14. A convertible preferred stock with a par value of 100 is convertible to common stock at a conversion price of 30. A handy dandy calculator, 100 divided by 30, boop, 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 beep, 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 is 3.33. That's the ratio. That's how many shares we get if we convert. Number 15. A bond with a par value of 1,000 is convertible into common stock at a conversion price of 80. What is the conversion ratio? Boom, 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 boom. 1,000 divided by 80. That gives me 12.5. That means I get 12.5 shares per bond. I convert. Current yield, baby. There's another one. This is important. This one is definitely going to show up. Now remember AMP, A-M-P, okay? AMP, annual over market price, AMP. So you have a current yield is electricity, which is AMP. So AMP, AMP. Now remember, it's annual divided by market price. So on the calculator, you do annual, then you divide it by the market price. You don't do market price first, you do annual first. Let's do it. I'm gonna have to really do the math here. So can't fake it because I'm dumb. Current yield, I'm going to do annual, which is 5 divided by 950 equals me 5.26. Boom, there's B. That's easy stuff. Number 2, muscle memory, baby. We're going to do a corporate value 6 is trading 1,100. We know it's a premium. 6 divided by 1,100 is 5.45. Boom, A. Easy shit, baby. Easy shit. Next one. We look for the coupon. Coupon of 4 divided by 1,050. 4 divided by 1,050. 3.80. 3.801. So it's going to be A. Again, all it is annual over market price. When you see the question pop up, hit pause. Don't wait for me. I am not waiting. I am running. 100 miles an hour. I have 141. How many more pages? I have 100 more pages to do. What is the current yield of a corporate bond? And it is 11 o'clock at night. What is the current yield? I'm going to get in trouble for saying that. What is the current yield of a corporate bond? The face value 1,000, coupon rate is 7, market price of 980. 7 divided by 980, 7.14, baby. That is a letter B, baby. B, B, B. B is in Bravo. B is in Johnny Bravo. A corporate bond with a face value of 1,000, blah, blah, blah. 5.5 divided by 970. We're going to do 5.5 divided by 970 is 5.67. Boom, it's letter A. What is the current yield of a muni bond? Ooh. Face value of 5,000, a coupon rate of 3%, and a market price of 5,200. Again, 3 divided by 5,200, 5.7, 5.76, which is none of those answers. We got to figure this out. Okay, this one's a little different. It's a face value of $5,000. So we got to change it up. We got to figure out what 5. We can't just do 3% divided by 5,200. That doesn't work because there's a 5,000 face. Because I just do the 3%. If you think about it, because 3% is really like $50 and stuff like that. So this, since it's a different yield, we have to change it up. We have to figure out what 3% is. So we have to do 5,000 times 0.03, which is 3%. That gives us $150. Do 150 divided by 5,200. There's your 2.88. Boom. Okay. So again, if they give you they give you something other than 1,000 face value, kind of got to do the extra math. If it's 1,000, if it's 1,000 or 100, it's easy to do. You just use the percentage. But once they change the number up, you kind of got to do this. Good. Okay. Again, look at this. Face value of 5,000, price of 4,900. That's a discount bond. So I'm going to do 5,000 times 0.04 equals 200 divided by 4,900. That gives me 4.08. Letter A as an avocado. Okay. And muni bond is the face value of $5,000. We're back to that. We're going to do 5,000. I'm glad we do it. 2.5% equals 125 divided by 4,800 is 2.60. Boom, letter D. Good. I tricked you. You thought it was going to be in the A or B letter. I got you on that one. So again, all we're doing is doing 5,000 times the coupon, and then whatever that is divided by what we paid. What is the current yield of a muni bond with the face value of 5,000, coupon of 3%, 3.5? So I do 5,000 times 3, 5,000 times 3.5% equals 875,000. I think that's wrong. 5,000 times 0.035, 175 divided by 50. That was a Van Halen song, right? 5150 or an album. 3.339%, which is the closest one is going to be 3.41 because I think it averages up. I probably did a bad number. Let's see. 5,000 3, 5,000 times 0.035 is that divided by 5.50, 3.39. Closest one is going to be 3.41. We'll take that one. I probably did some bad math. Calculate the current yield of a muni bond with the face value of 5,000. 5,000 times 0.05 is 250. Divided by 4750 is 5.26. And there it is. Letter B, baby. Again, current yield of treasury bond, 102.16. I love this one. So whenever you see a decimal or dash, it is a treasury. So we have to do if we see a treasury, what does that mean? That means we have to. What do we have to do? Yes, we have to divide by 32. So first of all, the number after the dash or decimal, you're going to do 16 divided by 32. That gives me 0.5. And on the calculator, then I add the 102. So I have 102.5. That's my number. You write that down. And then you do 4 divided by 102.5 equals 3.90, 3.91. There it is, A. Okay, so again, if you see a treasury, it's if you see a decimal or a dash, you're going to do a treasury, which means you take the first number. I'll even write it on here just so we can see it. 102-16. It really is that. You just don't see it. Do 16 divided by 32. That equals 0.5. Then on the calculator, you can add. So it's going to be 102.5. Then you're going to do 4 divided by 102.5. And there you go. 102.5 sounds like a rock station in New York. Okay, 102.7 it really was. WNEW will never play disco. And then it died. So that's 4 but divided by 1.02 is 3.90. Bang. See another one. Ooh, 99.08. So what are we going to do? 8 divided by 32. 8 divided by 32 gives me 0.25 plus 99. So now my price is 99.25. I do 3 divided by 99.25 equals 3.02%. So it's A. Again, on the real exam, I made these really close. It's kind of stupid, but it would be clear. So again, you're doing 8 divided by 32, which is 0.25. Add the 99, so now you have 99.25. Do it on the calculator, because a lot of people, when you do it by hand, they add a 0 in when they shouldn't. Then you do 3 divided by 99.08, which is 99.25. You get 3.02. 105.24. So we do 24 divided by 32, 0.75 plus 105 equals 105.75. So we do 5 divided by 105.75. It gives me 4.72. There it is, letter C. So I'm going to do 24 divided by 32. That gives me 75.75. I add the 105 to it. So my new price is 105.75. I do 5 divided by that number, and I get my number of 4.72 as a current yield. Wunderbar. Treasury, 12. I love it. Muscle memory. We're doing it till we can't get it wrong. 12 divided by 32, 0.375 plus 95 equals 95.375. I'm going to do 2.5 divided by 95.375. That gives me 2.62. 2.62 rounded up is going to be A as an apple. I freaking love it. One more, I think. Do we have one more? Is that we have a lot more? Okay. Okay, but if you get bored, do one more and move on. Once you're bored, do 1 or 2 more and then move on. 16 divided by 32 is 0.5 plus 100 is 100.5. That's another radio station. 3.5 divided by 100.5 equals 3.48, and it's letter B. I love it. 16, again. Oh, it's a quarterly dividend. I love how I'm throwing shit at you all over the place. So now, remember, it's a quarterly dividend. You have to multiply by what? 4 quattro. So we're going to do 50 cents times 4 $2 divided by the market price of 40 divided by 40 equals 5%. B is in boy, baby. And if you see, remember, I have a video where I talk about how to turn decimals into percentages or the other way around. You should watch that. It's a little short. It's kind of fun. Okay, current yield of a stock paying quarterly is 75 cents. We're going to do 0.75 times 4. It gives us 3 divided by 60, the market price. 0.05, again, 5%. How boring is that? Watch, I'm going to do it every time. Uh-oh. Let's see if I did. 0.25 times 4 equals 1 divided by 20. 5%. I tricked you again. 5%. Uh-oh. This is not good. Understand it could happen where you get the three that have the same answer. Shouldn't normally happen, but odds are, I mean, you never know. It's all random. So let's start with this one. 250. These are quarterly. Pay attention that it doesn't say semi-annual, monthly, but there it is. 2.5 times 4 equals 10 divided by 80, 12.5%. Boom. And it's going to look at 0.125, but you have to know that it's 12.5. You'll match up the numbers. Let's make it look a little neater. Go to the next one. Current yield, 40 cents. We're going to do 0.4 times 4 equals 1.6 divided by 30 equals 5.3333, letter D. There it is. Stock pays a quarterly dividend, $1.50. 0.5 times 4 equals 6 divided by 50 is 12%. Boom. We are just rolling, baby. Rolling with the dice. Okay. What is the current yield of a stock paying quarterly dividends of 90 cents? 0.90 times 4 equals 3.6 divided by 68 is 5.29%. And there it is, B. This is easy shit, people. You should be rolling. You should be beating me to this. 0.6 times 4 equals 2.4 divided by 24 equals 10%. 0.6 times 4 equals 2.4 divided by 24. So what happened to go too fast? 10%, baby. Okay, a couple more. We're into more shit. We're not even halfway done, baby. Calculate the current yield of a stock that pays a quarterly dividend 2. 2 times 4 equals 8. That should be easy. Divided by 100 equals 8%. 8, letter A. What is the current yield of a quarterly dividend? 0.45 times 4 equals 1.8. Divided by 15 is 0.45 times 4 equals 1.8. Divided by 1.5. 12%. Boom, there it is. Not too shabby, people. What are we on to now? Stock splits, stock splits. Sometimes they want you to know how to split a stock. And you got to know how to. Okay, I can't. Just call me Ray Gun. I'm the Ray Gun of the Series 7. Australians, breakdancer. Or B-boy. Okay, here we go. There's going to be some tricky ones here, but you are going to get stock split questions. A company with 1 million shares outstanding and a stock price of 50 announces a 2-for-1 stock split. What will be the new number of outstanding? So we get 2 for every one we own. Just do this one. 2 divided by 1. That you multiply times a share. We had 1 million, and we have 2 million. Boom, 2 million shares outstanding. That's the new number. I love it. Okay, after a 3, these are tricky, right? After a 3-for-1 stock split, a shareholder owns 300 shares. How many shares did the shareholder own before the split? So we got 3 for every one we own. So we used to have 100. We just divided by 3. That's a tough one, but 3 for every one, boom. If they do that, it's always going to be into 1. Hopefully I didn't screw with you. Okay, a company with 2 million shares outstanding, their stock price is 75. Announces a 4-for-1 stock split. So what do? I do 4 divided by 1. That gives me a multiplier of 4. Multiply times a share, there's 8 million shares. And then I divide the 75 by 4. 75 divided by 4 equals 1875. Again, I do 4 divided by 1. Then I multiply the share that times the shares. So 4 times 2 million will be 8 million shares. And then I divide the price by the 4, not the 4 million, by the 4 that I just did. 75 divided by 4 is 1875. So now there's 8 million shares outstanding at a price of 1875. Now remember, a stock split is a zero-sum game. So you have to know that no matter what happens, you're still going to have $150 million worth of stock in this case. I wish I had that point. So the point was, the total value doesn't change. You may change the options or the stock, or whatever it is, but the total value will never change. After a 5-for-2 stock split, let me pause and do this one again. Here we go. After a 5-for-2 stock split, so this is a little harder, but it's the same thing. You're going to do 5 divided by 2. That gives you, let's do the math. I'm not going to ballpark it. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. So that's my multiplier, 2.5. So I'm going to multiply 2.5 times the shares and divide the price. They didn't give the price, so I'm just going to do 2.5 times 250 times 250. 625, and there's the answer B. So again, all I do is divide the first number by the second, and that's my multiplier. I use that to multiply the shares, and then divide the price by that same number. Wondered about. Okay, so 2-for-1 split. I go 2 divided by 1. That's 2. If it's right, so 2 divided by 1, and then I multiply times the shares, which they don't give you, and then divide the price by that same 2. 60 divided by 2 will be 30. Boom, boom, boom. A shareholder owns 400 shares of a company that declares a 3-for-2 split. How many shares will the shareholder own? 400 divided by, I'm going to do 3 divided by 2, gives me 1.5 times the shares, 400, 600 shares, onward and upward. The split should be easy. You should wish the entire test was splits. What is the effect of the 2-for-1 stock split? So the par value will change. Since it's a 2-for-1, you divide. Since you're going to talk about the par value, that's a price. Always remember, you multiply the shares, divide the price. So the price is the par value. It's going to get halved. So the thing is going to be A is an asshole. Okay. So 2 divided by 1 is 2. So you're going to multiply. You're going to be more shares worth less. 500,000 shares outstanding and a stock price of 100. Again, it's a 5-for-1 split. Let's do everything here. So 5 divided by 1 is 5. Yeah, that works. So we're going to do 5 times 500,000. That's going to be 2.5 million shares. Then we're going to do the price. They're not asking, but we're doing it. 100 divided by 5, that gives me 20. So there's now going to be 2.5 million shares outstanding at a price of 20. Makes it much more attractive. Remember, a stock split is a zero-income game. It is really just a marketing tool to make the stock look better, cheaper. Okay, well, here we go. A 3-for-1 split. 3 divided by 1 is 3. So we're going to do the shares times 3. 150 times 3 equals 450. Boom. And then we're going to do the price of 45 divided by 3. That's 15. So here's a little trick. So sometimes this works, and it did here. You know that if it's a forward split, you're going to have more shares worth less. Sometimes they only give you one choice where that's a case. In this case, they did. You want to still do the math during the practice questions, but on the real test, if you see that, I'm okay taking it. As long as you're totally confident. Okay. Now, 150 at 115. I think we're good. Let's move on. A shareholder owns 600 shares for 2 stocks. See, I'm pulling a Biden. I'm starting to okay. Shareholder owns 600 shares before a 2-for-1 split. What will the shareholder's total ownership be after the split? 2-for-1, 2 divided by 1. I do 600 times 2. That's 1,200. If it was a price, I would divide. So again, if there's 600 shares at 50, I would do 2 times 600. I would do 50 divided by 2. So I'd have 1,200 shares at a $50 price. Well, 25, whatever it is. There it is. See, I'm just rambling. See what's happening? I'm having senior moments. I need to sundown. After a 4-for-1 stock split, the stock price is 25. That means, remember, so after a 4-for-1 stock split, we get 4 for everyone we own. That means the price goes down by a factor of 4. So you're going to multiply. So it'll be 100. Just so you know, it's the opposite. You can even just play around with each one. Okay, since it's a 4-for-1, 4 divided by 1. So we're going to divide each one of these by 4, and whichever one gives us 25, we're going to go with. So 100 divided by 4 is 25. I'm a big fan of reverse engineering. A company with 1.2 million shares announces a 5-for-3 stock split. What are we going to do? 5 divided by 3. 5 divided by 3 equals 1.666667. So I multiply that times the shares. 1.2. I now have 2 million shares. Boom. That's all I'm doing. And if the price, I would divide the price by 1.6667. I love it, baby. 10-for-1 stock split. What do? We do 10 divided by 1 equals 10. Good, easy one. Then you do 100 divided by 10. You got 10. That means our new price after the split is $10. And if we owned 100 shares, we'd multiply that times 10. So remember, you multiply the shares, divide the price. Multiply the shares, divide the price. A shareholder owns 50 shares, and the company declares a 4-for-3 stock split. First thing, 4 divided by 3 gives me 4 divided by 3 gives me 1.33. I'm going to multiply that times the shares, times 50. That gives me 66.6666, which is really rounded up to 67. Company ounces a reverse split, 1 for 5. Same thing, 1 divided by 5. 1 divided by 5 gives me 2. I'm going to multiply the shares times 0.2 times 100. 20 shares. If I had a price, I would divide the price by 0.2. That would give me 5 times what I have. Awesome. A company with 800,000 shares and a stock price of 50. What would the new market cap? Okay, so that's a tricky one because there's no change. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Late into the night. So you're going to do 800,000 times 50. It's 40 million. Doesn't change. Remember, even if it's a 2-for-1, now it's just 1.6 million shares at 25, which is still 40 million. So a stock split does not change the par value, but it doesn't change the market cap. So that's easy shit. You can just go, oh, whatever it is, it is. It doesn't change. Okay. Company declares a 5-for-4. I'm going to do 5 divided by 4 just to get myself ready. Then I own 80 shares before the split. I'm going to do times 80, 100 shares. Boom, B, boom, boom, boom. B as in boom, 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 boom. Let's go back to my room. A 7-for-1 stock split. Here we go. 7 divided by 1 is 7. So it's a multiplier. What was the stock split price before the split? So we're just going to do each one. 70 divided by 7. Well, that's it. So that works. We're going to go through. I do 17 divided by 7. Too low. 21 divided by 7 is 3, probably. Yep. 30 divided by 7 is less. 30 divided by 7 equals 42. So no, the answer is 70. So if they ever, God forbid they ask us, just know that if what was it before the split, you just reverse engineer it. Find the ratio of 7-to-1, then divide the price by that number until you find it. A company with 1.5 million outstanding announces a 3-for-1. What am I going to do first? 3 divided by 1 equals 3. That's my multiplier. There's 1.5 million shares outstanding times 3 equals 4.5 million. Remember, always remember, you multiply the shares, divide the price. If a company declares a 1-for-2 reverse stock split, 1 divided by 2 is 0.5, and then I'm going to divide the price. 20 divided by 0.5 gives me 40. That's my new price. Okay, so remember, if it's no matter what happens, whatever this ratio is, you divide the first by the second, and then you multiply the shares and then divide the price. For 22, I have 250 shares. First thing I'm going to do is 5 divided by 3. It gives me 1.667. Multiply times by 250. There's 416, and there's rounded up to 417. Beautiful. 4-for-5, another reverse split. Really a bad sign. A lot of bad companies. 4 divided by 5 can be 0.8. I'm going to do, and I multiply times the shares, times 500. It means I only have 400 shares, and the price goes up. And if they give me a price, I would do the price divided by 0.8. All different types. So 2-for-1 split. So we're going to do 2 divided by 1 equals 2. We're going to do 80 divided by 2 equals good old 40, baby. 40, 40, 40. A company announces a 3-for-2 stock split. A shareholder owns 450 shares. How many shares did he own after the split? So we do 3 divided by 2. 2 equals 1.5 times the 450. 675. Letter A is the answer. Good, good, good. Okay. On to stock dividends. It's very similar. Okay. A company declares a 10% stock dividend. All you're going to do, I'm going to do the first one with you, and we'll work through it. Do the 10% stock dividend, and all I do is put one decimal in front of it. 1.10. They just make it 1.10, and that's my multiplier. That's all I'm doing. I do the shares. This is times the shares and divide the price. So if they said 100 shares at 50, I would do 100 times 1.1, and then I do 50 divided by 1. So let's try it. So it's a 10% stock dividend. I make that 1.1. I'm going to do 100 times 1.1 equals 110. Because the reason I do the 1.1 is because that builds in the price. It just gives you the price after. You don't have to do extra math. You could literally do 10% of 100 and then add it. Okay, here we go. Company with 1 million shares declares a 5% stock dividend. How many additional shares should be distributed as a result of the dividend? So we're going to do 1 million times. Now, this is a different question. So we do 1 million times 0.05. That gives us 50 grand. They're not asking what our new amount is. They're asking how many we would kick out. And we're doing a 5% dividend. That means everyone's getting 5% more, which is 5% of the outstanding, which is 5% of 1 million, which is 50,000 shares. Wonderful. If it's a shareholder owns I'll let you read it. Take a drink. Okay, if a shareholder owns 200 shares and they announce a 20% stock dividend, how many shares will the shareholder own after the dividend is distributed? So I'm going to do 1.2. Remember, all I do is put one decimal in front of it. So I'm going to do 200 times 1.2. That gives you 240. On to the next question. Okay, so a company declares a 15% stock dividend. For the dividend, I own 400. I'm going to do 1.15 times 400. That gives me 460. If a shareholder owns 500 shares and the company announces a 25% dividend, what's the new one? Again, I just do 1.25. The more I do this, the better you get at it. 1.25 times 500 equals 625. We now have 625 shares, but so does everyone else. We're past halfway, people. A company with 2 million shares announces a 12% stock dividend. Now, remember, they're not asking you to figure out what the new number is. They're trying to figure out how much we're issuing. So 2 million times 0.12 or 12%, 240,000 shares. That's how many new shares are being issued. Love this. This is awesome. A company owns a shareholder owns 150 shares, 5% dividend. You're going to do 150 times 1.05 because it's 5%. Plus that. We own one's 57.50. We are on to the next question. A company declares a 30% stock dividend. We do 600 times 1.3, 780. On to the next one. Again, all we're doing is putting 1 in front of this. Company with 500,000 shares outstanding. Again, they're not asking how many shares we have. They're asking how many more we're kicking out. So we're doing 500,000 times 0.07 or 7%, 35 grand. On to the next one. Again, 10% stock dividend. We do 1.1, 1,000 times 1.1 equals 1,100. That's what we got. I love this shit. Okay. On to a little bit of options. We're going to have some fun here. Okay. Here we go. Now remember, if it's a call, you add. If it's a put, you subtract. Always. It's always, whenever it's stock, an option by itself, it's stock plus or minus premium. If you want to do the break evens, if you really want to find it, okay? If you really want to do the stock and option break evens, I have a video called Break Even Blitz. Go watch that. You can just have a half-hour fun of just doing hedging break evens. I'm not going to do it on here. I don't think I am. So remember, if it's all we're doing is strike plus or minus premium. If it's a call, you add. To put, you subtract. So is this a call? So here we go. Press pause. Here we go. Is this a call? Yeah. So we do strike plus premium. Strike plus premium, 55. Boom. Next question. That's all they're asking. So all I'm doing is break evens here. A put is a strike of 40 and a premium of 3. Call up, put down. So 40 is 40 minus 3, 37. Next question. Shouldn't even be think. Call option has a strike of 60, a premium of 7. 60 plus 7. Boom. Doesn't matter. Buy or sell. See, I don't give a shit buy or sell. They're saying sell, buy. Does not matter to me at all. When it's by itself, it's just always strike plus premium or strike minus. If it's a call, it's strike plus. If it's a put, it's strike minus. Slow me down if you can't keep up. A put option has a strike price of 25 and a premium of 2. 25 minus 2 is 23. Moving on. A call has a strike of 45 and a premium of 6. 45 plus 6, 51. Moving on. I went to max gain, a little different. So here we go. So this is a little different. So I kind of do a little math here. First, to find the break even, since it's a call, I go 50 plus 4. 54 is my break even. I'm bullish. Bullish. And my strike price is 50. So to make this easy, going up, I have no limit to how much I can make, so I have unlimited gain potential. I can only lose the 4 here. The difference between the break even and the strike. The strike limits my gain or loss. Or you should have your chart here. Okay, you should have your chart outstanding. I wish I could share 2 screens at the same time, but I don't think I can. Because then I would have the option thing up here. Okay, before I get started, this is literally what you should take a picture of this stupid thing, take a picture, write it down, screenshot, whatever you have to do. This is going to answer all your fucking questions for this shit. It should take you 30 seconds. I want you to take a picture of this, have it on your phone next to you, and we're going to do this together. That's all I want you to do. Take a picture. I'll make him a funny face. Okay, how about this one? Here, another funny face. Or this one says money. Okay. So take that picture and we're going to go on to the next things because this should be easy, no-brainer shit. Okay, here we go. So you should have that box in front of you because I don't have to worry about this. Max gain for the buyer of a call option with a strike of 50 at a premium 4. Max gain for a buyer of a call is unlimited. Moving on. Max gain for a seller of a put. Remember, whenever you buy something, your max loss is a premium. Whenever you sell an option, your max gain is a premium when it's by itself. So this way, we're selling a put. We sold it for 3. Our max gain is 3. It's a premium. What is a max gain for a buy of a put option with a strike of 40 and a premium of 45? If you look on your thing, if you buy it at 40, it goes to 0. You make $40, but you spend 5, you make 35. So break even and the strike minus a premium on a put are the same thing. And so the max gain on buy of a put is strike minus premium, which is 40 minus 5. So it's 35. You should have that on your chart already. What is the max gain for the seller of a call? Remember, whenever you sell something, the most you can make is your premium. So the answer is 6 here, the premium. Love it. Max gain is unlimited for a call. Max loss is premium. When you sell a call, max loss is unlimited. Max gain is premium. You should have that chart in front of you. Even if you don't like my chart, just have one in front of you because these are easy questions and use the fucking chart. A lot of people fight the chart. They go, oh, I'm not going to look at it. Why? You're going to write it down for the exam. So might as well get in the habit of using it. Okay. Here we go. What is the max gain for the buyer of a call option with a strike price of 35 and a premium of 4? Okay, so, buyer of a call, unlimited, baby. Max loss here. What is the max loss for the buyer of a call option? The strike price of 50 and a premium of 4. So we buy a call, the most we can lose is the premium. Number 3, number D, letter 3, letter D, number 3. What is the max loss for the seller of a put option with a strike price of 40 and a 4? So the max loss when you sell a put is also the break even. So that's going to be 36 or strike minus premium, whatever. Use the chart, baby. I'm not doing the math on this. You should know this. What is the max loss for a buyer of a put option with a strike? I don't give a shit. I buy something. The most I can lose is the premium. Doesn't matter if it's a call or a put. Premium is 6. I love it. What is the max loss for the seller of a call? When I sell a call, my max loss is, why, yes, you guessed it, unlimited. Keep up with me, people. Press pause when you see the question pop up, press pause because I'm not waiting. What is the max loss for a buyer of a call with a strike price of 55 and a premium of 7? If I buy an option, the most I can lose is the premium. So the answer is 7. Siete. Little mixes. Okay. Here we go. Buy a call option has a strike price of 60 and a premium of 8. What's a break even? On a call, it's always strike plus premium. So the answer is 68. A. Moving on. 17. What's the max gain for the buyer of a put option with a strike price of 50 and a premium of 5? Look on your chart. 50 minus 5 is 45. Your max gain is 45. It's strike price down to 0. Minus the premium. What is the max loss for the seller of a put option? Look on your chart on the bottom right, whatever it is, it's going to be strike minus premium. 33 is my max loss. My max gain is premium. Put option has a strike price of 45 and a premium of 3. What is a break-even point? 45 plus minus 3 is 42, onward and upwards. Remember, to put, it's minus, call up. What is a max gain for the seller of a call option with a strike price of 70 and a premium of 6? Okay, the most I can make when I sell an option is what? Yes, it's the premium, $6. Awesome job, guys. A call option with a strike price of 40 and a premium of 5. What's the max loss? If I'm a buyer, I can lose 5. That's it. What is a break even for the buyer of a put option with a strike of 55 and a premium of 4? 55 minus 4 is 51. What is the max gain for buyer of a call with a strike price of 30 and a premium of 2? Doesn't fucking matter. Buy a call is unlimited. Sell a call, gain, premium loss. Sell a call is unlimited loss. A put option has a strike price of 65 and a premium of 7. What is your break even? Of the buyer of the put, it doesn't matter buy or sell. It's 65 minus 7, whatever the hell that is, that's 58. What is the max loss for a seller of a call option? The strike price of 80. We know that if you sell a call, you have unlimited loss because you have the damn chart. Oh, here we go. These are fun ones. In the money, out of the money. Okay. Remember, so here's we go. If it's above the call, it's in the money. If it's below the call, it's out of the money. So I do this. I have a little thing that I do. If I can keep it on here. So I go call, strike. Down here I do put strike. God, it looks like Shrek. If the market price is here, it's in the money, / intrinsic. If it's here, if the market price is here, it's out of the money. Let's put a little slash here. Then down here, I'll show you what I mean by market price is in the money. We have intrinsic. So here's what happens. So if I look at this, and you're gonna have to write this down, but if it's a call, I look at okay. Let's go black on this. If it's a call strike, anything above is in the money, anything below is out of the money. So if I'm doing, in reality, cover one, right? So if I'm talking about puts, I cover the top two. So anything above the put is out of the money, anything below is in the money. Talking about calls, I cover the bottom two. Anything above is in the money, anything is out of the money. I'm going to leave this up here so it'll help. So a call option has a strike price of 50 and the stock is trading at 55. So does that work into this or not? Let's find out. So a strike price of 50, it's above it. So look over here. That's above, so it's in the money. How much? By 5. Boom. Remember, premium has nothing to do with in the money, out of the money. It's literally whether it's above or below the call. Okay. Onward. Put option is a strike of 40 and the underlying stock is trading at 35. Okay. So look, the market price is below the put. So it's in the money by 5. There you go. A call option is a strike of 60. It's probably going to be the same thing, but it's fine. I don't give a shit. Strike price is 60 and the underlying stock is trading at 55. Oh, so it's below here. It's down here. It's out of the money. So it's out of money by 5. A put option is a strike price of 25 and the underlying stock is 30. So the market price is above it. It's doing the put, market price is above, so it's out of the money by 5. Here's in the money. If it's above a put, it's out of the money. If it's below a call, it's out of the money. If it's above a call, it's in the money. If it's below the put, it's in. Call option is a strike of 45 and the underlying stock is trading at 45. So what is that? That's right at the strike price. That's called at the money, baby. Same thing. I love how I'm doing this. I'm boring as hell. Strike price is price. Stock has a strike price of 50. It's trading at 50. It's right at it. It's at the money. There it is. A call option has a strike of 70. The stock is above it. So it's in the money by 5. There we go. A put option is strike price at 35. The stock is trading at 30. It's below it. So it's in the money. A. It's probably all going to be A, but I don't give a shit. We're learning. A call has a strike price of 50. The stock is trading at 60. Boom, it's in the money by 5. A put has a strike price of 65, and the underlying stock is at 70. That's above, so it's out of the money by 5. A call, remember, you notice premium has nothing to do with it, or buy, sell, it does not matter. Call is a 40, the stock is trading at 35. That means the market price is below or out of the money. A put option is a strike of 45, and the stock is trading at 50. So here's a put. We're looking down is in the money, up is out, so it's out of the money by 5. The call option is a strike of 30 and the price is trading here. It's above, so we're in the money. A put option has a strike price 55 and the price is below. It's in the money because it's below the strike price. A call option has a strike of 75 and it's trading below, so it's out of the money. And that is the end of my saga. Not too bad, people. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay, we got through it. Hopefully you're wake up, guys. Wake up, wake up. Come on, it's not that bad. Just wake up. Shh, come on, baby. Okay. We got this, baby. I'm rattling because it's like midnight now. I'm doing this. I'll just yeah, there it is. I'm mumbling. Again, don't sweat the math on this, but if you can do all those things and work through it, and yes, you're gonna yell at me for going too fast, but I don't give a fuck. Just that's what pause and that's what speed is for. You do it and you work through it. You're building muscle memory. The most important ones are scroll down is the current yield and the stock splits and stock dividend. Those are the most important ones. The break even you should do, but you can practice that. Use that chart. Do not shy away from using the chart. Don't try to work without it. That's just dumb. Okay. Okay, everyone, thank you very much. I love doing this. Who knows how long this is? I got a couple more coming up with other math questions, but you won't care because you're taking the SIE and then you're moving on to your next test. You're going to pass. Check me out every Tuesday and Wednesday, every Tuesday and Thursday night on the YouTube channel, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, for I do a live Q&A shit show. It's a lot of fun, a lot of stupid shit I say. It's a lot of fun, a lot of hype, a lot of energy, okay? I don't know how I have energy. I'm an old man and I'm tired all the time, but somehow I love doing the live, so I have a lot of energy doing it. Everyone, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this shit to anyone you think would be offended or don't think it'll help. Yo, have a good